Porn will make you a cuck, and I will explain to you why. You know, in school I was the biggest cuck out of everyone in my class. There was one specific example. You know, there was like couple in my class. They was they were like always flirting and stuff, like talking to each other in this like flirty way, you know. Because I myself never had that experience in school. I was like kind of weird. I was like looking at them. I looked how they talk. I was staring at them directly like a weirdo who want to stab them or something. And this was basically for there were a lot of situations where I was like the one just being there watching while other doing some things. At first it didn't bother me that much because I felt like I didn't want to be in the spotlight. I just want to be someone who is standing on the side watching. But what I realized is that this kind of behavior is just an cuck behavior. Not doing the thing that you want to do and just standing there and watching. And the big reason why I did this and why probably you are doing this is because of porn. Because porn is the number one thing that gets you to that cuck behavior, because you're watching like two people having sex with each other while you just watching them in your room alone, so that nobody can judge you. And this is a big ass problem. I didn't realize that till I really want to quit porn, but you will miss out on a lot if you porn addicted. But yeah, I found these things out. I want to quit so badly. I tried different methods. After a few years, I finally got to a point where I had enough information. I finally quit porn. Now I'm like free for almost a year. By the way, if you're in that same situation, you want to get free from porn, you don't know what to do, then click the link down below and I will personally help you become free in 2 to 3 months, guaranteed. How can you stop this behavior? You know, there are a lot of different like things that making you this kind of cuck, but porn is one of the biggest ones. You know, in my earlier videos, I told you some things that you need to do to quit porn, like getting sunlight, eating a raw meat diet. These are like step one, step two, but step zero is yourself. How you see yourself, how your mindset is. You're probably thinking, yeah, just tell me the tricks. What the fuck should I listen for a mindset? This determines if you will stick to your habits, to your new lifestyle that will help you get rid from porn and stay away from it forever. Because you can use the best tactics if you don't live this lifestyle, if you don't have this in your mind, if you don't have the identity of someone who is not watching porn, then you will quit eventually after 1 2 months. You know, it also took me a long time to get this into my head, that how important your identity is, or your mindset. And this is not even with porn, this is basically with everything. For example, people like complain that they don't have any money, but if they saying like to themselves that they are broke every time, they will stay broke. It's so weird how this thing works. Yeah, like when you're telling yourself things that you want to achieve over and over again, it's somehow like the universe will give you like all the chances to get to that goal way easier because you're manifesting it. And this is what I did to stick to my raw meat diet, to getting sunlight every time, to get porn free forever, because I see myself as someone who's not watching porn. If I would see myself as a porn addict, no tactic would help me, no diet would help me, because I wouldn't stick to it. This is what you need to change about yourself. This is like step zero. Change your identity and your mindset. You can write down like 3 things every day. These are like affirmations. Just write down I'm someone who is not watching porn, or I'm someone who is disciplined, I'm someone who is living healthy, something like this. If you write this over and over again, your brain will see that and it will try to act on these things automatically, because you've been feeding it with these affirmations. It's crazy how this works, but this is basically 80% it. If you got this dialed in, starting your diet to quit porn, doing all these tactics, it will become effortless. This is why you need to work on it first. But yeah, if you're confused about that, if you still don't know what to do, again, just click the link down below. I will help you to start. I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to quit your porn addiction in 2 to 3 months, forever. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.